big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing people out there, Divine Masculine's mother and other opposing feminine energies. The fear of the mother have been taken on by the son. Now, this type of dynamic where the Divine Masculine is getting stalled by the other feminine energies, it could be sister in the house, it could be mother in the house, it could be some very close platonic friend also who does not want the Divine Masculine should be with the feminine, or else their reasoning would be something to do with religion. Religion is one of the key factors. Now this is something that the Divine Masculine needs to heal, but as I always say that the ascension of Divine Feminine leads to the ascension of Divine Masculine, and it's not possible for him to not stay ascended if she has ascended. But she also needs to know that when she loves someone, then she is worthy and she is deserving. And other people have to kind of understand, if the love is genuine, obviously. If the love is not genuine, the relationship cannot go on forever like that. It can go on for 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, but after a point it will end, because the desires are materialistic, the goals are materialistic. The Divine Feminine has not seen anything materialistic in the Divine Masculine. She saw only his soul and the soul connection, and based on that she thought that this is the right person for me. But from the side of Divine Masculine, who is obviously more logic driven, he will have all these problems like body size, or it can be that also someone might say, oh, she looks so huge, she does not suit you, your personality. There can be any reasons, believe it or not. Some of the people have their separations because of color, because of ethnicity, because of social status, because of religion. The mother rejected the girl, or the Divine Masculine spoke to his mother about her, and he said that my girlfriend or the girl I love is like this, like that, she's from here, and suddenly she says, oh, are you serious? She's like this, this is her ethnicity, or this is her complexion. How can you marry such a dark complexioned girl? In some cases. Or how can you marry a girl who's not even rich like us? She doesn't have so much wealth. We need to marry you in the same status. Or maybe they say that, okay, she's doing a certain type of profession, maybe she's an artist or she's a musician, so she's going from one place to another, she's meeting many people. The mother might say, or the feminine influences might say, that this person is not suitable for you. How is it possible? How can you be with him, with her? So these are the influences that stop the Divine Masculine. He takes a step back and he believes them. They are basically projecting their own fears on him. When the feminine side of the Divine Masculine is not healed, it's wounded because of some reason, his relationship with the mother is very important. Now, whenever I do any channeling, I want to say to you all that these are all scientific terms. These are not terms which come from the television soap operas or something like that, where the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law is fighting. There are people who go through a lot of problems because of these issues. There was a time when in India, newlywed brides, or a recently wed bride would be burned for dowry because the mother-in-law does not like her. She feels that this, my daughter-in-law didn't bring enough money, so let's burn her. These are all societal programming patterns, and they come from one generation to another. So if someone's mother has a problem with some other girl's ethnicity, race, color, social status, or anything, age gap, anything, that means there is healing that has been needed to done in their whole ancestral line. We are all victims of other victims. So all our parents are victims of their parents. Their parents are victims of their parents. Their parents. It's a chain reaction. And the Divine Masculine needs to heal that. And the healing obviously will propagate from the ascension of Divine Feminines. So I want the Divine Feminines to be here. in my case, I would really appreciate, I will actually prefer if more and more divine feminines are listening to this channeling. I want you guys to know that you are perfect, whole and complete in the God's eyes. The way God has created you, He does not see any problem with you. You could be of any color, caste or creed. So the divine feminine also needs to go within herself, and she needs to look into herself, she needs to look into her soul as to how should I do it. Now, as I said, that there are certain tools, there are many techniques that can bring you out from the stress, that can transmutate that anger, that feeling of fear, that feeling of dejection, rejection, the thinking that I'm not good enough for someone. It all boils down to one thing, that there has to be healing done, there has to be some trauma done. You can write to me. My email address is given in the description. You can contact me on Instagram and you can get coaching. All of these can be healed through therapy, through counseling, through techniques. In some cases, there is also a need of, say, a regression therapy. In some cases, there is a need of past life regression, or in some cases, there is need of hypnotherapy. But all of this can only happen when a person goes, more and more aware. When you are more and more aware, you understand that there is a place for healing. Otherwise, what will happen is that you will keep boiling in anger, you will keep boiling in those negative thoughts, you will keep thinking that I'm not good enough and this is all happening to me and I should, this is my bad destiny, my poor fate, or I am so unworthy. These are the thoughts that most divine feminines get, and then they squirm in those feelings for a long time. There are some people who get separated for years. Now again, I will tell you one more thing here, that if you have a mission, if you have a clear-cut mission and a purpose, then you will never see separation as separation. But to reach to that point of giving complete focus and love to your own mission, you need to heal yourself. It's very important to understand that whatever you think about yourself, whatever you consider about yourself, that is going to become your reality. Now, if you remember, I had told you that there is no need to do affirmations all the time. There is no need to make that extra effort all the time. But whenever you get these thoughts of unworthiness, whenever you get these thoughts, it can be only healed and cured if you practice constant awareness, focused attention. These are the straight cut ways, or you can get into practice, or you can get into healing sessions. These are the ways that without putting that extra effort, you can change your reality. Your reality simply needs to get healed. So if now there is another sequence that has been coming to me, where the divine masculine and the divine feminine are sitting together, they are hanging out together. It's very early in the morning. It's around 5:36 and they suddenly meet. Now it's not shown to me how they meet, how they end up in the room. The divine feminine is in the room of divine masculine. She's on his bed and they are having a very sweet chat with each other, very loving chat with each other. And while they are having this very cuddly and very comforting talk with each other, they're very happy with each other, suddenly the mother comes inside the room and the mother starts talking to the divine feminine and she asks him 2-3 questions about her. Like generally when people say, what's your weight, what's your height, what you do, things like that. So she asks her a few questions, and in this channeling I see that the mother-in-law, supposed mother-in-law, to be mother-in-law, or maybe she's already the mother-in-law, that's not clear, but it's very clear that there is a divine masculine, that's his mother. She comes into the room, she asks these questions to her and she's very supportive towards her, even though the divine feminine is feeling in her heart that I may be having this problem and this might be a hurdle. She is the one who says, No, it's perfectly fine. Don't worry. There is no problem as such. You guys are made for each other. You are perfect for each other. She smiles at her. She gives her the love of her own mother. Like she feels, the divine feminine feels extremely loved. She feels like this is her own mother, her own biological mother. This is a complete contrast from the image of the grumpy, the non-supportive type of mother-in-law. So these are two visions I got, two channelings I got. In one, the mother-in-law was very difficult, and she was more like, okay, this cannot work, I don't like her. And in other one is the same person, they are the same couple, the same masculine and the same feminine, and both have such a big contrast. So this is actually trying to tell me that wherever in the planet divine feminines have been working things out, not with them directly but within her own self, they will see a very big change in the family acceptance scenario. Or maybe this was her own fear that she may not be accepted and they may not love her, the family of divine masculine will not like her, etc. But it's actually the opposite of what she's thinking, because somewhere deep down in her heart she has also accepted that this is who I am, this is the real me. If someone has to love me, they have to love me the way I am. I will not change my basic core. I cannot change, it's impossible for me. If there is any other influence also, any other friend or any other sisters or cousins or any other influence like that which is feminine, this is also supposed to get healed. So after the healing, after all the wounds are healed, there will be a big contrast in how she is perceived by others and how they look after her. And also at the same time, she also does not depend on their validation anymore. She does not even depend on divine masculine's validation, so forget about any other person's validation. She doesn't even need her own family's validation now, because a lot of the divine feminines and the masculines, they also have to heal their own family templates. So when you don't need any outer validation, automatically you will start seeing a change in your scenarios. And I also want to say, and in this channeling, as I said, I want to say that there is also a number that is being shown to me, which is 222. This 222 is the angel number, and it provides people with spiritual presence of independence, diplomacy, and a sense of duty. And this is, I don't know why, but this is connected with this channeling. It also says that you are on the right track, in the right place at the right time. So trust and stay focused on what you want rather than what you don't want. So this is basically trying to tell the divine feminines, whosoever is listening to this channeling, that what if you trust and stay focused on what you want. And this is not that desire wanting that I want this, I want this, I want it. This is more like you understand that your basic nature as a human being, you need water, you need food, you need sunlight, you need positive energy, you need goodness around you, kind-hearted people around you. So this is what you should focus on. If you feel that this is the one for me, if he's the divine masculine and he's the one who loves me, then you got to focus on the love aspect of your relationship, not the all the problematic aspects. The number 222 tells us that there is a new beginning and a cycle ahead in your life. An important thing or matter has come to an end. And just imagine, this is what I saw in the channeling also. And new things are coming towards you. Put positive thoughts and action towards your goal and desires so that you can manifest only positive results. The universe is calling you to rise up about your purpose. You possess the power, energy and desire to become the highest version of yourself. Therefore, getting better and improving every day is much more important for you. All of this happens naturally with you, can happen naturally with you if you do focused attention, if you do dhyan and meditation. You can connect with me for spiritual guidance also. You can connect with me on taking some kind of coaching which I obviously follow a discipline pattern. In my own life I follow a discipline pattern, and I know that since I started following this kind of discipline, my situation changed. And as I was saying just now, that there are two very important things that you need to understand. That first, you accept yourself, then the world will accept you. So a lot of divine feminines were hiding their spiritual nature, hiding their spirituality, hiding their thoughts about minimalism, hiding their thoughts about nature, hiding their, and trying to be more materialistic, and trying to be more, like there's pomp and there is show off and all that, just to be fit, just to fit in for the divine masculine, just so the divine masculine accepts her. So this is a key change that she needs to make. She needs to accept who she is. In this channeling, I have got so many messages while I'm doing the channeling. It is unbelievable. This is such an important channeling. And when I was doing it a few minutes back, some time back, like it's been 2-3 hours I guess, I could not complete the channeling. I tried a couple of times, it could not get completed. So I'm doing it again now. So number 1, trust yourself. Number 2, there will be new beginnings. Number 3, focused attention. Number 4, discipline. And most importantly, number 5, accept who you are, and then automatically the other feminine energies will start healing with you, and they will show the change. But don't do it because you want something. Don't do it from that perspective that I want it. Do it as this is who I am, this is my truth. I love myself the way I am, the way God has made me, the way universe has made me, and this is my truth. Thank you so much for being here with me. I wish you all the very best, and I wish you great success in your journey.